Good, we can start it.
No, we ain't late.
I'll say good, we can start it.
Hey, I changed it in my defense to 7:05. It is 7:05 right now. Is it not?
Mm-hmm.
Am I late? Technically, I'm not, right?
Nope.
7:05.
We just been talking a minute or two. Thought we were live. But
Yeah. But
pre-show. Sorry.
yeah, y'all got to stare at me. Took that picture yesterday. It's the same one. Hi, Nani Tina, Messy Jessie vibes. Our bucket list has holes. Darla Durden.
Hello, everyone. How is everyone today? I hope good.
Everybody doing all right? Brandy just dropped a bombshell on me. And it happens to be about something we was going to talk about tonight. I'd like to fact check with the audience, see what you guys think. Y'all up for that? Y'all up for answering a couple things real quick? Because this is coming in. This is how new is that? Very new, right?
Yeah.
Ongoing?
Yeah. Well,
yeah.
Yeah, it was. Yeah. It was on live. It's over now. But yeah.
Oh, is it over now?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. We just heard. Tell them what you heard.
On Justice for All, he was saying on his live that Candace was pregnant 3 years ago, and he has receipts from Jody Sue saying it. So, don't know what that means, but I would have had to watch the whole live if there was really receipts.
Have to see this receipt.
Yeah. Did y'all hear that? Y'all know anything about it? I know everybody, heard what Fred Hill said about another baby. Is it to do with that baby he was talking about?
But see, if she's just going to bring out some bullshit that somebody else made up around the story, that ain't no receipt to me.
No, I would have to have something pretty good.
Yeah, Fred Hill said it a long time ago.
Now I guess Jody Sue is saying it, and Jody Sue has some kind of proof. Who knows what that proof is?
Dated 3 years ago. On the text was the receipt. LOL. Yeah, all right.
I don't know if that would be a good receipt for me. Anybody can make a text up.
Yeah.
Right?
Well, yes, and that'd be the last person.
Jody Sue, yeah.
Me and Brady seen something she put out the other day, and that's what it was. It was a screenshot of a text, and it was obviously a word had been changed to another word. They still had it in the block. It was still blocked around it, and she's like, there you go. There's your proof. Receipt. Ching, ching. Right?
Yeah. I would have to have some kind of video or some better form of evidence.
Right.
Anybody can make up a text message. So.
Yeah. Yeah, you got to do better than that. I mean, shit. You give me anybody's text message in about 20 minutes, and you won't believe the shit they've been up to, right?
Yeah. Yeah, definitely.
You got to do better than that.
And you know who has a lot of spare time on her hands?
You damn right. If I was in front of the computer that much every day, oh, my main game would be tight.
Mm-hmm.
Tight. Looking at hers.
Yeah. We're big fans of hers anyway. She likes us. She mentions our name a lot.
I'm sure everybody's heard.
Huh?
See, I haven't mentioned her name once, and I'm trying not to. Because... JSB, heard you got a favorite YouTuber. Who is it?
John Davis, True Crime.
Mouth there. I've heard it all.
Now, I know what y'all are saying. Why bring up old shit, right? Hey, don't start nothing, won't be nothing. And I ain't mentioning her name because I ain't trying to spread her audience.
Mm-hmm.
She's got 6,000 of them locked in a bubble over there. Can't comment on shit. It's like she's running a YouTube prison. Can't get messages in and out of that joint.
You gotta be 7 days in to do anything, right?
Yeah. And, she only mentioned my name one time, but she grouped us in with a bunch of bad dudes. Like, no difference. JDTC. I'm like, what?
Please don't put me in that bunch of names.
Why you bringing up me?
No offense to whoever else it was, but
I assumed. Now, I assumed we was going to be done with her. But after that, I told Brandy, I said, what is she so miffed about? Let's go check her out, right? So me and Brandy start looking into what's JSB been up to, right? Turns out she got her hands full right now.
mm-hmm.
Right now. She don't need it. I tell you, man, if it's true she's making a claim right now that there's another child, if she's spouting that too,
She got it. There's
wow.
Yeah. Why are you saving all this details and info?
Why
Years later.
Why ain't 5-0 got her in there questioning her about all this?
Seems to me like every so often it'll get dry and she don't have a lot to talk about, then stuff will start coming out. Like probably like a year ago, all that Andy stuff came out. Remember?
I tell you what, if I was Andy,
now she's doing it again.
Yeah.
She's bored, I think. So not much to talk about.
But anyway, like we were saying, he's like, what's old girl been up to lately? And turns out she's been up to a handful of trouble, and it comes in the form of Enchanted Life Path.
Uh-oh.
Right? Enchanted Life Path has been looking into everything Jody Sue lately. And I got to say, I'm with him on some of this because I said it myself a while back. If she witnessed all this she said she witnessed, she should be in trouble for not calling.
Yeah, I agree. From the very start, we've said that.
And now that she's upped the story a lot, because the story now she's telling is really wild.
Crazy.
Let's give them a sample of what we're talking about. If some of y'all have seen this, I apologize, but we for those that haven't, it's wild. How well, no, I don't know if I should play it. Should I?
Yeah, a little bit of it. Yeah.
We'll play just a minute.
So they can see what.
But so y'all can get a feel for what we're talking about for those of you that haven't heard. Because I know a lot of people probably haven't.
They're just outright. You know what I mean?
It's coming.
Even before I found these pieces, it was known to me and others, and I'm not the only one to say it, that to me and others, that found these pieces, it was known Even before I found these pieces, it was known. Even before I found these pieces, it was known.
There's no way.
He replays it multiple times.
That's enough. I got that.
That's some of it, but he had it repeating over and over. That's just how it was set up. So.
But I got notes of basically what it comes down to. It's Carl is against Jody Sue, right? He's saying that she's being sued for saying Carl was paid by tragedy pimps to target her.
That's what she's saying to everyone.
That was her claim that began this whole beef with Carl, all right? Now, that's what led to Carl versus JSB. Carl's biggest gripe with Jody Sue is it seems to be the not reporting is how he's trying to lay this out.
Yeah, because all this information never went and did anything with it.
And he is going to present everything he's got to FBI is where Carl's going. You know what? I seen a video where he's actually saying he's in the process of doing it.
Mm-hmm.
Now, he said when he read the flyers, the missing persons poster, on them it says, if you have information to call, blah, blah, blah. That's what he's doing. He's reporting, right? He says he's independent. He's not in any group. That's the basis of why Jody Sue's getting sued, right? Solo. Because she's trying to group him off with other people saying that I don't know who's funding all this.
I don't either. A bunch of bull to me. You shouldn't sit there and state stuff you have no evidence about. You know?
Yeah.
Why would she think that? I wonder.
And I mean, now he's really throwing some shots in there too. He's saying that, and it's hard for me to make out the clips he's talking about of Jody Sue enough to swear up and down that's what I'm hearing. But according to him, he's saying that Jody Sue Brown said Summer had looked drugged. She was, quote, so asleep.
Yeah, you can make that out of it. Definitely.
And he's trying to say that he's saying that she was, by what she was saying that Andy had sold Candace whatever, and it had been what happened to Summer.
That's what she's trying to make it out to be.
And he's sending all this to the FBI. But his main, what I think is going to screw it up for him, because he's put it all in order and all this. But then he goes on to say, he talks about, have y'all heard the call? It was big. I know a lot of people heard about it. They say in the background, Candace is saying he blanked her, meaning S.A.
Yeah.
assaulted her, right? And
I don't
know if I can verify the source or none of it, but he's telling the FBI if they want to validate this claim, they can contact none other than Brandy. You know the answer to this.
What now?
Who did Carl say they could contact to double check the
Justice for All, or Justin for All?
Yeah. they're gonna get to that and they're gonna be like,
What? Another YouTuber?
You know?
I'm not saying there's nothing wrong with his channel. I'm just saying
No,
that's
I'm
not a
not.
lot of proof, you know.
I think he has a point, and I thought what she said the first time was enough to have violated the mandated reporter.
Yeah.
And you know, I'm not even gonna try to play it because I tried to record it, and I swear, and Brittany can vouch for this, it comes up at certain points as foreign because it thinks you have it set on the wrong language.
Yeah, just the way JDC talks. They think she talks a different language.
I can't make it out, and I'm not trying to be mean or nothing. I'm just saying I can't validate none of it.
Mary Grace says, if JSB really knows anything about the disappearance of Summer, she should go to TBI or Ellie to let them know what she claims to have knowledge of. Yep, she should have done that a long time ago, I agree. So, and she doesn't.
You know, I'm just wondering why, with all she has said openly, haven't they come to her?
Yeah, really.
You know, that's had to have been reported by one person.
Yeah. Probably multiple.
Those are big time. But see, if she, I don't know. That's the problem I have with it all. You know.
Mm-hmm. Why are you now bringing it up and trying to make a lot of fuss over it? You know.
Today,
2 years ago, it might have been helpful.
Good.
Right.
Yeah.
What were you going to say?
Well, Carl, the story he's telling, she's known this for like 9 years.
9 years.
It's wild stuff.
Oh, when Summer wasn't even born yet, you're saying?
Yes, he was saying that this started like when the oldest one was 5. I'm not going to get way into this, what he was saying, but he was saying about 9 years altogether.
Sometimes I don't agree with Carl's stuff, but he's just a little bit confusing on some stuff. But I kind of agree with him here on this point, you know.
I just don't understand, though. You know, you got to be. I don't understand what she was saying about they would get beat up and come back from the dealer's house.
She was trying to make it like Dawn would go on drug trips and get dope and stuff and leave the boys there as collateral, maybe, if you didn't have money, is what I'm thinking.
That's the way I interpreted it from her.
And if he didn't come back to pay or, you know, something like that, I guess they would get beat up, which is awful to think, but that's what she was saying. How would she know that?
I don't see how law enforcement can ignore that right now. With her saying all that, and you know, to me it's almost to the point of where if she's lying, why ain't they protecting the people she's lying about? Because, you know, she's saying tons of people are in on this and, you know, all that's going on. Why ain't they reacting in some way to it by now? I think they should be.
Yeah, me too.
What do y'all think?
When you're talking about kids and SA and abuse, you know. Shit,
I think it's time somebody interjects and is like, either she's telling the truth or she ain't. If she is, then we need to start figuring out why there ain't a case being put together.
Now I remember, didn't she say she didn't bring some of this up because it was a suppressed memory? Is that the same scenario? Didn't she say that, Jody Sue?
Yeah, but she's saying that's what.
Yeah.
See, it's like it's add-ons to things she had said before, but just like
she just now remembered it.
More details.
Yeah.
And see, she plays this. The way she puts herself out there, if you argue too hard against what she's saying, you look like you're a bully of the victim.
Yeah.
But I mean, she don't even refer to dude as his name. He's monster, is what she calls him every time she speaks of him.
That's crazy.
Now, if I'm that dude, at some point that's going to have to stop. That can't be going on my whole life. Is my ex telling that I have done this horrible shit.
Really, there's nothing he could do to make her quit talking about it. What, you know what I mean? What can he do?
Well, at some point, you would think there would be something. If he was totally innocent of everything, I mean, damn.
Yeah. Maybe for her to stop saying his name, but I guess that's why she calls him monster.
You really got to hate somebody bad to just be referring to him as that. You got to have like a special kind of mad at him. That's why it brings all of the stuff with him into question to me too.
I think it's more jealousy on her part with him. How he moved on and left her. There might have been abuse and stuff like she says, but I think it's a lot of jealousy, and she'll, say whatever. My opinion.
Nothing would surprise me. But I if law enforcement, I'm just saying, I don't know what they've got going on right now. But if they ain't got shit better else to do, they should be checking into this and seeing if any of that's true. You know?
There should be a written statement of Jody Sue when this first happened. I bet there wasn't, though. They could go back and compare notes with what she's saying now.
All we got to do is, people don't realize this, we ain't got to grab the person that's responsible for what happens to Summer, right? We just got to grab somebody that knows a piece of it, just a little piece. And if we can pull them in on something that Jody Sue's saying, maybe that's a doorway right there.
Yeah. Lead to info to solve it. Right.
Yeah. I mean, it's as good a route to go as anything else. Their neighbors, you gotta think in the statistical view of things. It's probably, well, Andy's a dude, right?
Mm-hmm.
He's probably in about the right age range for somebody that would do some shit like that.
Yeah. Yeah. They're saying now that it's going around Candace was pregnant with her, another baby. What does that have to do with Summer, really? It's just more stuff to talk about. That's all that is. What does it have to do with anything? What if she did have another baby, Unless they're saying
only
that
way
it disappeared or something.
I just can't. I don't buy it, man. And I especially don't buy it now. I didn't buy it then because I thought Fred Hill was full of shit. It seems like that's basically where we're getting it from. So I can't go on anything based on what JSB has in a text message. That's for damn sure.
Yeah.
Trying to stay away from all that craziness. Hi, Lip Lock No More.
Hi.
How you doing this evening?
Miss Lip Lock.
I clipped you today.
Is that what we were listening to?
Yeah.
Yeah.
She had a hour of power moment today.
Yeah.
It happens to all of us, man. Got to get it out. Tell them what you feel. Ronnie Lawson doesn't take JSB seriously. You know what, Darla? I swear. And I've heard other people say this, that local law enforcement know how she is.
They probably look at her like a joke. Yet really, can't believe anything that lady says. Really, But it kind of hurts probably the investigation. She might know a little bit that of information they might need, but who knows what's a lie and what's the truth, right? So there might be a little truth in all the lies. Really. I like to know if the scream was really real or not. That's one thing I'd like to know.
Well, see, that goes back to Ronnie thinks she's full of shit.
I know.
But I don't think she should be allowed to run around saying
Saying all
this
this
kind of
crap.
shit, man. You know?
Spreading rumors. Lies.
What do y'all think, man? Are we the only ones that's mad about this? It's crazy that you can go at that. Either back it up or the police needs to start freaking explaining why they ain't doing shit. At least come out and say, look, y'all,
She's crazy. None of this stuff.
we
have any
thought
proof.
y'all knew. Jody Sue's full of shit. Or say we're on top of it, which we
We're
know
looking
that ain't
into
going to
it.
happen.
ASAP. Be all right.
Don't you dare come out and say everything's still on the damn table. Oh, shit.
Everything's still on the table.
It's been a long week, man.
She's in this area. This
Oh,
local area. Y'all sure can't find her wherever she is. I've
See,
lost hope in y'all, really. I shouldn't say that, but it's hard not to sometimes.
so the sucks that juvenile judge got in trouble because I've heard the Reals had court on Friday the 18th. Yeah. And what's crazy is, I don't know what's up with that. I looked into it as soon as I heard it because I was like, let's see. And I looked into it and I found out what it was is he was a lawyer when this happened, what he got in trouble for, bribing another judge. When I got the feeling it was over a divorce and it wasn't none that probably don't happen constantly.
Right.
And I am still so damn confused about this, why we're even talking about court judges in custody and shit. When I've showed this from months ago where Candace's friend, Miss Christine, said they give up custody anyway for the boys to live their best life.
Yeah.
Why are we even talking about this anymore?
Yeah. It don't really matter. Coming out, Candace's mouth is saying that. They gave up custody.
Well, I mean, that's what Miss Christine said in her post that Candace shared on her channel. That's why that I would really love to have somebody explain that to me.
Yeah, me too.
And you know what? I want to talk about this. This happened this week, and I almost forgot because I was like, there's a couple things we should go across. We almost got into a huge some people may be getting into another billboard scandal over the billboards as of late.
Oh,
right?
Yeah. You were telling me about that. Yeah.
And people are so into this. Who paid for these billboards? What's up with the billboards? Why ain't everybody just super damn happy there are billboards?
Yeah. Another way Summer's picture can get out there.
I see people, billboard's right there. That's no good.
A billboard anywhere is good.
How much? I'd love to know how much the people raising all the hell and investigating them and all that have invested in the billboards.
Yeah. I don't want to sit there and bitch about it, but
so if that freaking billboard flashed one damn time, that's more than none now, ain't it? Mm-hmm. So I don't care who paid for it. I'll admit I didn't have a dime in it, so I'm all about it.
Yeah. I am too.
Somebody went out there and made it happen. Because I tell you what, It's better than going to some damn Cash App of somebody sitting there
And drinking it up.
and boozing it up. Be happy that the money got to a billboard company some goddamn where, because they was billboards. It just burns me up what people find to be pissed off about.
Yeah. Petty stuff. Petty.
Shit that shouldn't matter. I was just excited to see the billboards. I was too, man. Somebody was like, "There's 5 of them." I was like, "Damn." Then what set me off was when I seen the person bitching about where they was at. I was like, "Well,
who cares?
Where should they be exactly? Which ones should we have used?"
Yeah, people have to think prime locations. I'm sure it's a lot more to have them there. You know.
Oh, I'm
it
sure.
Depends the location of where the billboard is how much it would be. I'd rather have 5 different ones, you know, in different locations and pay all for one, probably, wouldn't you? I'd rather have 5 than 1 in a good location. Have them spread out.
I just think
More people could fit it.
Yeah. I definitely want them all in, like, on one highway where if somebody don't take an exit, they're gonna see all 5, but never nobody that ain't in that stretch, you know.
Yeah. People shouldn't be talking negative about it. It's a good thing.
I guess it all depends on, you know, what you want to be pissed off about sometimes, don't it? Y'all want to know what me and Brandy seen today that'll blow your damn mind? I didn't realize people did this. I showed her. There is a video on YouTube of a dead person, and people are trying to raise her from the dead like Lazarus, is what is in the title of the video. And there's little kids in the room, and they just go around the room, and they're filming all this for YouTube, and say, "Come back to us," you know, and
each person in the room.
Each person in the room. It feels like a what do you call it? Intervention is what it feels like.
Each person to come back to life, right?
Yeah.
It's weird.
And it's on YouTube.
And the person's laying there deceased. Just taking around her. Is that even allowed on YouTube?
I cannot believe that. I mean, must be fake. I swear I don't think it is.
Yeah, you'll have to look it up. I don't know what was the name. Do you remember? How'd you find it? You just come across it?
I don't know. I come across it somehow.
It looked real to me.
It was real. I'm telling you. I feel like it was in another country, and if I was positive, I'd say which one.
But they were speaking in English language.
It's got, what was it titled about? Lazarus. Just put in the search something like trying to raise lady from the dead Lazarus, and I bet you it'll come up. Somebody gets it up. Just check it out and then come back and give us your thoughts. I told Brandy,
creepy as heck.
I was going to show it earlier, but I'm not, man. I just know. It's bad vibes. It really is, you know?
Yeah.
What do you think? I don't see showing it.
It's very, yeah. I hate watching it myself. It's strange.
The Billboard BS have scammed many people in Summers community before, so people should always be very cautious about it. Again, just saying, if it's legitimate, then good. If not, then it should be exposed.
Well, yeah, we're not saying that. We're just saying everybody should be happy to not be sitting there worrying about scamming when your money's not even involved in it, you know?
I'm just saying, why can't everybody just take a minute to be thankful for something good that happened for Summer?
Mm-hmm.
You know, and that's a positive thing.
We know a lot of these channels misuse money and funding and stuff. But it is nice when something positive, happens.
Yeah, it was super positive. I thought, it didn't pop in my mind right off the bat. Wonder who paid for that.
Mm-hmm.
And I've heard the story. It seems pretty innocent to me.
That's what I would be doing as a parent, trying to get more of the billboards up, raising money for that. Not
I'd be
in
on
my
that
pocket.
I'd be on that PI is what I'd be on.
Yeah, that too. I know they so-called have a PI.
Let me show something. I showed this like on one live, but not many people seen it. And I wanted to show it again tonight. Y'all want to see something that'll break your heart? This is it.
I'm back.
Not that one. Was that it?
That was my joke one. I didn't realize that was on there. Should I play that?
I don't know. Which one was it?
All right. No, I'm not going to. I'm changing subject kind of, but I wanted to go to something else real quick before we forget.
Disturbing video as police rescue two small children discovered locked in a cage. The
police say they found 6 children, all under the age of 11, all showing signs of child abuse. 2 locked in that cage, and one of them with injuries so bad, police say his father thought the boy was dead.
33-year-old Amanda Stamper and 31-year-old Travis Doss at this store across the street. According to grand jury transcripts, Stamper told police Doss had sent her a photo of his 11-year-old son, saying he believed he had beaten the child so hard he was deceased inside this cage. Officers struggled to open the lock.
You're 9, sweetie? Okay.
Cutting it and freeing the 2 young boys. One badly beaten and severely malnourished, with swollen eyes, open wounds, and scars.
Baby, come on. Okay, sweetie.
Police lead the children into daylight, several of the 6 telling police their father said never open the door for strangers. Did the 11-year-old mention to you how often he was locked in the dog cage? He said all day, every day.
Had y'all seen that?
That's sad. That happened a little while back, but that's sad, isn't it?
I had never seen that until the other day, and I meant to play it on our
Oh, did you?
thing.
And that happens more than what you know. I see a lot of the cases, there are kids locked up in a cage. More than what you would think. That's crazy, isn't it?
Yes. But I was looking up to see, I was trying to find the outcome. I still haven't seen what they're
Charged with.
Yeah. And that's when I found out, and I don't know if y'all knew this. I didn't know this. Did you know that Ashton Kutcher is a real big advocate for children, like of trafficking and stuff like that?
I didn't know that.
And has this huge foundation, and like he was in front of Congress and all that. Did y'all realize that? He's the guy that played the dude in that 70s show.
He was in a lot of stuff.
He was Kelso, right?
Mm-hmm. Yeah, what else? He was in the movies, a couple of movies too. I forget.
Dude, Where's My Car?
That one, yeah.
That is so awesome, though, man. When I seen that, and I tell you, I have the clip somewhere. I could probably play the audio of it for you, but I don't think I'll be able to show it to you.
That's good. Somebody fighting for kids' rights.
Oh man, I started thinking, so like he's such a better dude after I found that out. Man, Shit, I can't find it. I'm gonna bring up my email and all that. Ain't that awesome, though? You
Yeah.
didn't know that either, right?
No, you told me, I think, the other day, but I didn't know that before that, no. Because that stuff is everywhere. Child abuse, trafficking, everywhere. So anybody that helps the cause is a great person. Standing up for their rights.
And his co-star just got found guilty of blank. Yeah. Did you know that?
What?
Hyde off that 70s show.
I didn't know that.
Yeah. He's in jail now.
A lot of these famous people think they can do whatever they want, right?
All right, Suzette, Miss Cup Half Empty. You said you weren't going to be no issue tonight. Suzette's been acting up all day.
Oh, I see that. What's she doing?
The usual. The AFC podcast is great too. I've seen that. He does do a good job, don't he? Have you seen that? The guy does just mainly cases of things to do with kids that are neglected or missing or whatever. Child advocate, yeah. But I was so tickled to find out that Ashton was into that. You know it?
I bet it probably makes him sick as co-star found guilty of that. It's crazy.
Yeah, I hated to see that.
You really don't know who people really are.
I got them 2 new clips too for tonight. I tell y'all, man, I think I've seen damn near all the funniest stuff there is, but I found y'all one that I think you're gonna like. Well, I found 2 that I think you'll like. Get a taste of this first one.
Yo! Ah, get it, Eddie!
Ain't that the funniest thing you've ever seen? That cat is terrified of that mouse.
Let's see.
I tell you, if your cat is good and fat and don't eat, they usually won't chase the mouse, will they?
We got a fat cat. She's way too fat and overweight.
Oh, our cat. You know what? We had a couple mice. They tore a house down the street, and for
A
some
hoarder house.
Yeah, like a hoarder house. And we had a couple mice. You know who got them?
Rox or Harley.
Harley took that ass out fast, didn't she?
And we got multiple cats. But
Yeah.
the dog got gone. Is that crazy?
Yeah, it's wild. That's crazy, ain't it, y'all? That cat. Not only is he not interested in,
He's scared to death.
He's terrified of that mouse.
He acts like I would, probably.
Yeah, I ain't crazy about him, man. I just keep thinking every time I see one, you're going to get the disease from it. I don't know. You think what do you think the FBI is going to return with? You think they'll tell him we're looking into it, or
Who, Carl?
you think he'll get any response from the FBI?
Maybe it'll be like, Carl, we need some more proof.
What else you got?
Yeah, more receipts. I think, Carl has his flaws to show, but I think he has some good information if he just put it a little bit easier to understand. Like some stuff I have a hard time following. How about you? Carl's stuff?
Yeah.
He's hard. Some of the stuff he can't really follow that great. But he has well intentions on some.
I think, yeah.
Except farting in people's face. That's not nice.
Yeah.
That's nasty.
I
Isn't it?
can't believe you bring it up.
Well, it was nasty.
Yeah. It was. It damn sure was. He's too intense sometimes. He's pretty intense. Yes, he gets on a roll.
He gets hyper focused on something.
All right, that video, it was decent. I think it may have been the better one of the two. I had two, right? Maybe I should have played it last. I tell you, there ain't been much, man, that I ain't showed them. I still got some of the classics loaded.
Your ball drowned.
I gotta get it. Bro, it ain't coming up.
I can see that.
Well, what should I do?
I don't know.
Oh, I saw it move. You saw that?
Mm-mm.
Are you even looking at it?
You looking at me, look at it. You know what? You need to take them glasses off. You look like you're going pro bass fishing or something.
I am. I'm fishing for my ball. Ooh, I found out ball, bro, right here. Yeah, get both of them, bro. Get both of them.
I got my ball, bro. You gotta get your arm right.
What?
I heard you get your arm. You want to get your arm?
The water's so deep, though, bro. Can you reach it?
I can't get your arm. You gotta get your arm.
Your arm's longer than mine. I can't go that deep in the water, bro. Help me get my ball.
Oh,
He got his ball, didn't he?
yep.
It's like, I got mine, buddy. I don't know what to tell you.
It's all on you. We'll share. Dogs are not good at sharing balls usually, though.
No,
Harley isn't.
Harley ain't good at sharing nothing.
Mm-mm.
I was trying to think if anything else happened this week that was big, man. I covered the
Try to think
the
too.
great billboard scandal. Anything y'all want to talk about tonight? What y'all got tonight?
Anything new?
I rushed through that Carl stuff. I planned to play some of it, man, but God, it's so hard to make that shit out.
Where he repeated it like, 3 or 4 times. It's hard to stay on track of what he's trying to say.
I thought I had a super good quote that come out, and I don't see it wrote down. Hold on, let me look. Oh, he said this, and I thought this was pretty epic. He said, he's promising to sue. It's not a threat, it's a procedure. I was like, damn.
Yeah.
That was gangster, wasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
This ain't no threat. It's a matter of procedure. So JSB, I wouldn't be like jumping everybody in. You already got
Right.
one mad at you.
Yeah, that's not good.
I don't know why you bringing up everybody, lumping all of YouTube into worried about you and what y'all been up to. I've been quiet for months. Hadn't mentioned nothing. And you know what? Hadn't played your theme song in forever.
Yeah.
JSB goes straight out to camp.
I'm a tragedy pimp. Talk to me, and I gotta tell you, I'm a tragedy pimp. I'm a tragedy pimp. Talk to me, and I gotta tell you, I'm a tragedy pimp. The feds have told us that we are a tragedy pimp. Ever on my phone, I'm a tragedy pimp. All day, every day, tragedy pimp. All day, every day, tragedy pimp. Benny does so well to tragedy pimp. Benny has earned his everyone is a tragedy pimp. We are indeed tragedy pimp. I'm a tragedy pimp.
JSB, heard you got a favorite YouTuber. Who is it?
John Davis, True Crime.
I don't know who mine is, man.
Me either. I would have to think about it.
Wow. So like I said in the what was it? The addendum section where you describe what your video's
Mhm.
about. I put, don't start none, won't be none. Because we hadn't said shit about you in forever, girl.
No.
So, yes. And Jesse remembers you calling me Macho Captain America.
Yeah.
I took that shit like a compliment.
Yeah, it was. And we made you your own music video. Didn't charge you a cent.
No shit.
Really, you know?
That's all yours. You want to use it for anything?
That would be a great intro,
Yeah.
wouldn't it?
Yeah. Hey, you know, I've noticed a lot of creators do this. When they start their live, they don't start it talking. They wait till there's enough people in the room. And I'm like, as a viewer of a member of the Rewatch gang, I find that disrespectful.
Yeah.
Why do I have to wait?
For everybody
Because there ain't
else.
people in the crowd yet.
Yeah, it's kind of the people here on time trying to, you know, kind of not treating them right? They're here on time.
Yeah. And I tell you what, I've noticed there's been some feuding going on today. Liplock, are you still here? I hope she ain't left yet.
Sometimes they just get to you. You have to do something.
I was going to holler at her if she's still here.
She might have left.
I hope she's so. She was just here a minute ago, wasn't she? Oh, yeah, there she is. I'll start talking with Zero in the room. There you go. Hey, Liplock, I clipped you earlier. Can I play it? If you don't want me to, I won't. I just thought it felt honest, and I was going to touch on a little something. It's up to you. Okay. She says it's cool.
Okay. She's just setting some drama straight.
Yep. That's all she's doing. And
You gotta do that sometimes, right?
yep. Let Harley in. She can come in.
Okay. Hold on, honey.
Smiley, who is the one that keeps stirring this shit? And I do believe that if the lady would act her age rather than her shoe size and dedicate the time on her channel to actually talking about Summer Wells instead of the virtue signaling she does about every fucking thing she has done for Summer Wells and insulting or degrading anybody and everybody else that tries to do anything for Summer Wells.
I feel you, girl. I'm let down by her too, man.
I feel you too. Definitely.
But I tell you what did it for me is her live streaming the testicular removal of her husband's testicles.
What? I didn't
When
see
she demasculated her husband on that live, I was just like, oh my goodness. It was bad, man. I think she's gotten wild.
that. Yeah, you were telling me about that.
She tells him, she's like, would you ever leave me? How long have you been with me? Are you lucky to have me? Who's the best mother you know? And he's like, you. Would you ever leave me? Is it cool that Doug's my YouTube husband?
There's something else too you told me.
I mean, they were just over and over and over. Oh, it was so awful. I felt so bad for that dude.
He doing it for himself.
And then after she does all that, and you know, I feel bad for dude the whole time. After she does all that, she says, And if anybody comes for me, you have to go through Bob. And I was like, or whatever his name is. I don't remember his name. I was like, well, he ain't much of a threat no more after we just seen how he'll let you talk to him.
Really.
It was wild. You know?
Yeah, I wouldn't want a man like that. I'm sorry.
But, you know, and that's another case of people calling TBI that I don't think you should be doing. You're wasting them when they could be looking into Summer's case. So I just think she's misguided. You know?
Mm-hmm.
Another one. And everybody seems to be teamed up with everybody now. The teams are growing too.
Mm-hmm.
Have you noticed that? You got sister on sister crime every other night. You know?
It's pretty bad
wild.
when you're sitting there fighting your own sister. You know? Arguing. I couldn't
Yeah,
do
it's
that to my
bad.
sister. Yeah, after a while, you grow up, you mature. You and your sister should be getting along together, not sitting there and battling and being jealous of each other. Y'all know who I'm talking about, I'm sure. One of them has a farm.
Oh.
Is that who you're talking about? That's who I was talking about. Are you talking about them?
I was talking about Smiley's the one that did that to her husband.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, I know. You said sister. I was talking about Daisy and Jinx.
Hey, man, she just like,
I know
don't
about the husband thing, but
You know, me as a dude, I felt bad for him. And usually a guy will see something bad happen to a dude and be like, you know, but I was just like, wow.
and maybe that don't embarrass him. Maybe he likes it. Maybe he
She's
don't
like-
wear the pants. And
Apparently somebody had said he left her is what got it all fired up, right? Somebody in the comments somewhere. See, I've talked about that.
mm-hmm.
I just can't go 3 hours on a live stream because of something I seen in the comments. There's
Your
no way-
husband leave you?
Yeah.
So she had to bring her husband on. Let everybody know he's still there.
Not only was he there, he was whipped and wasn't going nowhere.
And duct tape to the chair. No, I'm just kidding. But you don't know. He might have been.
Like said, I had secondhand embarrassment. Me too. That's what it was. I felt bad for dude. I was like, if Brandy did that to me,
You would let me do that.
no, I wouldn't.
Any man wouldn't. I
Well,
hope it wasn't in that.
I know one that would.
Yeah.
And then she tried to use him as a weapon after she did that to him.
My husband's so big and strong, and he'll fight for me, but yet
She took him from, you know, before she started her I don't know what you would call it, degrading of. Before she started that, she had her a Sherman tank. By the time she got done, she had one of them little cork guns that you have the string on it.
Yeah.
It sounded like I felt bad for dude. It was bad. If y'all ain't seen it, y'all should check it out. There's Pearl. Hey, Pearl. You want to come up and chat for a minute? Let's drop Pearl a link. I want to holler at Pearl real quick. I hope she's got a second. Oh, I know it's real late there, ain't it? You got 1 second, Pearl? Come on.
What time is it there? Be like you're like what, 4 or 5 hours ahead of us or something?
Yeah. It's real late there. I've got no voice. Oh, crap. Okay, Pearl.
That's okay.
You better email me back. I couldn't do her live. Oh, did they do it live tonight? Jeez.
See, it's hard to be on at different times than anybody else. So usually always somebody else is
Yeah.
we are.
We're going to change our day, y'all. I don't like Monday. We're going to figure something out and
Yeah,
try to
definitely.
stick to a once or twice a week. I've been ill the last 3 days.
Well, I hope you feel better.
Yeah. I sent an email about a week ago and nobody's returned it yet.
She's been sick.
Would love to come up another time. Yeah, it's cool. I'm going to do another one later this week. I'm going to do me a morning podcast one morning. I hope you feel better.
Yeah, me too.
We've done our hour though, and I think we went through
All of the
what's been going on. I tell you, man. I feel you, Enchanted Life Path on something needs to be done. Either she needs to answer for all the accusations,
she needs to shut up.
or she needs to pipe down. I 100% agree.
I agree.
Did you hear Diggy? Ziggy said I was unalive.
Do what? Who said that?
Y'all and Ziggy, man, y'all keep it real, don't you, Pearl?
Uh-oh.
I was starting to worry something was god awful wrong. There's 6 of you. Hadn't heard of nobody. Nearly crashed my mailbox.
Uh-oh.
Gosh, I can hardly catch you guys live these days. I'm sorry. We got to do more of them.
Yeah, we do. We like doing them.
It'll be kind of easier now because our kids are going back to school.
Woohoo! I didn't do that.
Yay. I think I've been seeing tons of memes out there. It shows one where like the kid's on his first day of kindergarten and all the parents are looking in the windows.
Mm-hmm.
Then it's on the first day of 7th grade and the car's speeding down the road.
Our kids are pretty good, but I think they're ready to go back to. They're a little bit bored.
Well,
Right.
I'm sorry you had such a rough time, Pearl. What?
Yep.
Our kids. Yeah, I wanted to drop. What do we got? We still got another day or two, don't we?
Yeah.
Taylor asked me every day, wanting to count down. It's hard because I am in Australia. Oh yeah, Terry. Well, Terry, I'm going to do an early one sometime this week. About 10 here, so I think that's 3 there.
Well, thank you for joining us whenever you can.
Yeah. It's really hard. A lot of people are from
Different parts of the country.
And if you go too early, the West Coast is 4 hours early.
Yeah.
All right, guys, that's all we got. Thanks everybody for coming. We
you, guys.
appreciate it. We'll see you later in the week.
Bye. See y'all.
Bye-bye.